Brenna, do you have an intro that you want to say? Because it just sounds better when you say it.
Oh, okay. Sure. Hi, I'm Brenna. I'm playing a Eladrin bard named Seki, who I didn't just make up in the last 5 minutes. They're a very well thought out min-max character. Get ready for some highly optimized play, my friends.
It's gonna be something. All right, Lex, who are you playing tonight?
I am playing Jaren Blandison, a very ripped and also chronically ill Dragonborn paladin.
Great. And Katie, how about you?
Hello, I'm Katie, and I'm going to be playing Vivienne de la Romance, and she is a goblin cleric of Sune.
All right, and last but certainly not least, LB.
Hi, I'm LB Hackabup, and I'm going to be playing Peekaboo, the Dragonborn Druid.
Yep, that's what this game is going to be. So, folks, this is Waterdeep Kitten Rescue. I didn't even know this existed. Was it Brenna? Did you send it? Was it you who found it, or was it LB? Yeah, somebody sent me this, and they're like, "We got to do this. It's a game about rescuing kittens." And I was just like, "We'll never find the time for that." Well, lo and behold, Jordan couldn't play Rod of Seven Parts tonight, so we are rescuing kittens in the city of Waterdeep for your enjoyment.
And it should be worth noting, I think, that LB is a prolific kitten rescuer.
That is true, yes.
Challenge.
Yeah, I mean, we'll see, does her real-world skills at rescuing kittens translate to fantasy world abilities of rescuing kittens? The only time will tell. So that's pretty much what it's going to be. We're just going to run through this for everybody's fun and enjoyment. It's just a one-shot. It's a one-off. It may be canon to Rod of Seven Parts world, so I have no idea how we can work this in to mess with Jordan later, but he said that that was okay. So I'll let you all think about how that works.
It's going to be canon, everybody.
Yeah, it's canon to a world completely unrelated. So to start everything off, you can see everybody's character names and their races and stuff on screen, as well as the D&D Beyond overlay will give you that as well. So what we're going to be doing is starting in the Yawning Portal in Waterdeep. We're going to establish that the party knows each other and they are friends and they've adventured together enough. Party's level 3, so it'll give you some concept of where we stand. So you guys are hanging out, maybe thinking about doing some delving into Undermountain. I don't know, but you're in the Yawning Portal like any other day, sitting at a table, got your food, and a human dressed in adventuring gear goes. You see them going from table to table, holding a small tabby kitten like out at arm's length, and then approaches your table. Kitten is mewing and squirming in the woman's arms and says, do any of you own this cat? I found it in my room this morning.
Oh, my dear, it's not mine, but I think you should take some cat holding lessons. Support the butt. Good enough.
Very uncomfortable.
Can we keep it? Can we keep it, please?
No, you know I'm deathly allergic.
I don't think you can have that in here. It's upsetting the patrons.
And she's like, it's not mine. It was in my room. He goes, I've asked nobody knows who's. I'll give you 5 gold. Will you just take this cat off my hands and find its owner or keep it? I don't really care.
Oh, Jared, you have to let people
5 gold.
Peekaboo is just reaching for it.
Well, go on then. Let her have it.
Yes, here. And Jaren takes out 5 gold pieces from his coin purse and hands it. Hand it over to my niece. Yes.
Oh,
Just-
and she's like, no, here. And she hands it to you, Peekaboo, and she gives you 5 gold. She's like, no, this is, you deal with this. Thank you.
So he immediately drops the 5 gold, being like, no, precious metals break me out in a rash. Oh,
And
I'll take that. She just slides it over the table and puts it in her coin purse.
very good.
Would it want another rash breakout, dear?
Mm. So, and then she's like, you are all a lifesaver. Thank you so much for your help. Goodbye. And she will just turn around and leave. Unless you choose to stop her.
Oh wow, that kid needs to lose some weight.
Yeah, it doesn't, it says it's small. That's relative, I guess.
I'm a child.
All right, then there you go. And yeah, you can see there are a whole bunch of other people, typically in the bar, right? It's Undermountain and Earth's Yawning Portal. Durnan, the barkeep's behind the bar, and now you have a kitten whose owner is presumably not here.
Peekaboo, you're a druid. How big is this little thing going to become?
Probably like at least as big as me. That's not accurate.
You're still just like, future mount would be quite nice, and if we groom it, God, that will be radiant. Well, what are you going to name it?
Well, I can ask it its name.
Sure. That's polite.
Okay. She turns the cat around and she's gonna cast Speak with Animals.
Sure, as one does.
She'll cast it as a ritual because, who knows what we're gonna be doing.
That is a reasonable thing. And as you're casting this, you'll see like a bunch of other people are like people are looking around in the bar and they see you starting to cast the spell. So obviously puts the adventurers in the on edge because someone's openly casting a spell. And I'd say as you're about like halfway through your ritual casting of the spell, Durnan will come over with more drinks. We'll say you guys had ordered drinks ahead of time. And, he's a good patron or a good bartender. He'll say, I heard you overheard you now own a cat. I don't really love having cats in the bar, if I'm being honest with you. Just like in here, certain people are allergic. So if you guys
Rats
could...
eat rats. Rats eat grain. You're dumb.
She told you.
Wow, that's never mind then. And he turns around and takes the drinks back and walks back over there, and he's just like, no, wait, you pay for those, never mind. And he puts it back on the table. But he says, anyway, if you're looking to find a place for this, there's a pretty good bookshop up in the North Ward that has a lot of stray cats, and they're always about trying to find them a home. So maybe if this is a stray and no one owns it, that might be a place you want to look.
Hey? Thank you, big man.
And he will walk back to the bar. So you finish casting your spell, and you are able to talk to this cat. And now I have to think about what this cat sounds like, which I should have thought about, but I didn't know you were a druid till only a short while ago, so that's on me.
I said it in the chat.
You did.
It's gonna have to have like baby talk, right? Because it's so young.
It is a kitten. Yeah, I said it was small, but yeah.
Please, Ted, do baby talk for us.
I'm not going to, but maybe. I will.
Oh, come on. Bad DM.
How
Don't-
do you talk to your kids?
I talk to my kids.
What?
I talk to my kids like they're adults.
Yeah.
LB knows. She's been there. It's like, come on, dude. What are you doing? So okay,
Hello.
yeah. You say hello to this cat, and it's just like hello.
Just give it a gruff, like really inappropriate voice for the.
Sure. Hello.
It's Batman.
It's Batman.
I am vengeance.
Yeah, right.
Peekaboo, what's your name?
My name is... Oh, God, now I have to come up with a name for the freaking cat.
What's the most
Anthony
edgy name ever? Something like Death Reaver?
Yeah, I mean, Death Reaver is definitely an option that we have. I'll let the chat. Bat Cat, that was something that got thrown out there. That's an interesting one.
Oh, Dark Claw is pretty good. Pretty
Ooh,
edgy.
yeah, Dark Claw's pretty good. Yeah.
Dark Claw is a pretty edgy name. So, all right, we'll give it one more second to chat there, but I think we might just go with Dark Claw.
I'm still calling it Batcat.
We could call it Batcat, but I'm gonna go with, we'll go with Dark Claw. At least that's what I've been calling myself today. I change my mind daily. I'm a cat.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you have an owner, Dark Claw?
No one can own me.
But do you want to be my friend?
I mean, I don't know, maybe.
I'll give you milk and fish, and you can sleep in my bed, and you can bug my uncle.
I mean, that last part's kind of interesting. This is so weird.
In the background, Jaren keeps asking the bartender if the drink has like different things in it. Does it have does this have hops in it? Because I can't have just asking allergy requirements in the background.
And she's like, no, this has actually been... It's a female cat, I'll establish that.
Sure.
And she'll say, no, well, this has been really fun. No, my name's actually Layla, not Darklaw, but I thought that'd be funny. And she says, no, if you could, no, I don't have an owner, actually. Because I'm not really a cat.
What?
Oh my god.
Yeah, I'm a person.
Wow.
You're a person?
Yep.
Like me?
Oh, not exactly,
Oh.
but sort of.
They say they're a person.
What?
Well, they're clearly not. We can plainly see they're a cat.
But they said they were a person.
Well, it doesn't know what it is. It doesn't have objective thought yet. Its ears aren't even open.
Vivian just takes a really long drink of her wine. It's fucked up.
Uncle Jared?
Perhaps it is under some sort of ensorcelment. We should save them.
Mm-hmm. Will you guys help me save this kitten, please?
Yeah, well, dear, we'll have to get more information. Where do they last remember being before they were turned into a kitten? Do they remember how it was done, what they looked like?
Okay. What were you before you were a cat?
A person.
Like a human?
Yeah.
And then how long have you been a cat?
I don't really remember. This has been very confusing.
Do you know how you became a cat?
Probably magic.
They said magic, and they don't know how long. And they think they were a human, but they're very confused.
Oof. Well, are there any other people that have been turned into cats that they know of?
Oh, good question. Are there any other people that have been turned into cats?
I mean, hypothetically, yes.
They said probably yes.
Oh, good gracious. Well, I suppose we can go to this place with all the cats and then you can do the thing, and then hopefully we'll figure this out and we can all leave with cats.
More cats.
Sharon, we'll get you one of those bald ones.
Oh, that would be lovely. Now, we must go and save this poor soul. And then Jaren stands up dramatically, and then it's like, oh, my vertigo. Hold on. Oh no.
Oh, ooh, Uncle. Like braces his legs.
Just give me a moment. One moment. Oh, okay. Away.
So yeah, I'll say Dernan gives you get the general directions of it's called Homeward Bookshop. That's the name of the shop. And funnily enough, the fastest way there from the yawning portal is through an alley that happens to be called Many Cats Alley. I think that's legitimately a thing.
No
That
relation.
seems relevant.
Yeah.
Right? So you guys start making your way towards that alley. I have some box text to read here. The long alley spans the length of 2.5 city blocks. Occasionally, a stray cat darts from its hiding place to hiss as you pass. Along the buildings are carved stone heads of cats, griffins, wild boar, wolves, and people. There's a faint sound of whispering in the distance. And throughout this traversal, you encounter 4 different cats are out there having food scraps. They're left out for them. And they seem very cautious, as stray cats are, around you as strangers. And they seem a little weirded out about the kitten that you're bringing with you. And I need somebody to roll me a percentile. Anybody can pick.
Oh, I got the big one.
Okay, then that answers that.
I got a big old 7.
All right, with the big old 7, one of the carved cat heads on the wall whispers, and you all hear it. Like, it's a stone carved head, and it says, "Beware the winged snake."
Can I make like a history
Yeah.
check or something?
For sure.
Guidance myself because I'm a cleric. Nice. I mean, history +2, so 23.
Yeah, that is just like a general thing that kind of people would know. Snake is a symbol for the Zhentarim. So, they're not great. They got some people. Don't eat. Just not different character. They're not great.
Depends on who you ask.
Yeah, they like having very intricate voicemail messages. The Zhentarim. Somehow their sending stones have voicemail. It's very interesting. But yeah, they are a shady bunch. They make really poor land acquisitions in Baldur's Gate, and here we are. And the carved statue walls are telling you to look out. So that's what you guys get. You all hear it. So that's that.
Wow.
And like none of the other ones are doing it. And you all distinctly heard this. And then you look at it, it is very clearly a stone statue that's whispering to you.
I'm gonna try to poke its snoot.
Okay. It's like I think it's probably a little bit higher than you. So like because you're I'll say you can get up on your tiptoes and like poke the snoot. And you do that and nothing happens.
Well.
And like as you're about, like you poke it and then it says like, "Beware the swing snake." It says it again.
Okay, that's terrifying. So hold on to your hankies, kids, but I think we're dealing with the Zhentarim here.
Oh, not
Bad
them.
people.
Oh, have you had a run-in with them before?
No, my mommy just says they're really bad.
Where is your mommy, by the way?
They went on vacation.
They just left you.
My uncle.
Oh yes,
Right.
no, they're vacationing in Neverwinter right now for the week, just taking care of the niece.
He's not a very good adult.
Pretoria, how
Wow.
My
could
name
you?
is Peekaboo.
From
Don't
the mouths of babes.
be ashamed of your beautiful name, Pretoria.
Mm,
One day you'll blossom into a fine young lady and grow right into it.
like that name. Holds the cat closer.
What could the Zhentarim possibly want with kittens?
And why the fuck is this statue talking to us? Many questions.
There are many questions.
Okay, so you guys continue the rest of the way and you make it eventually to the shop. Interesting scenario with a weird talking statue. And yeah, so you arrive at the outside of the shop. It doesn't look like particularly... It's upkept, but it's kind of it's not the best looking on the outside. It seems like it's worn. You know, it's as much as a secondhand bookshop can provide to keep the storefront looking good, as you know. Maybe, I mean, they're still popular in Waterdeep, but like a lot of people here, especially adventurers, are like this. Well, let's go to the magic bookshops elsewhere. So you're there. Do you go inside?
Yeah.
All right. I have some box text to read here. Entering the shop, you are greeted with the smell of old books and the sounds of content cats and kittens. A young human woman sorts books on a trolley, casually leaning on a pink forearm crutch as she ponders the placement of a book. After a moment, she turns, smiling. Welcome to Homeward Bookshop. Feel free to look around, and if you wish to see the cats, just ask, and I'll help you with the door.
Well, madam, we seem to be dealing with some weird circumstances here. Have you happened to notice an increase in strays that you've been taking up?
And she says, not particularly. She says, cats come and go. We have several here that are up for adoption if you're interested.
I think we're good on that front.
And she says, well, you haven't seen them, so.
Okay, twist my arm.
And she says, I can just tell by looking. Oh, look, there's a kitten. And she says, I can just tell by looking at the one that you've brought with you has there's something different about this one. The personality just seems so unusual.
It's a person.
And she's just like, sure it is.
No, really, it seems to be bewitched, or so it has told us.
And she's like, all right, I'll think about that and see what we can find as far as kitten person. I don't have I'll see, maybe I have a book on it. Let me see. And she's like,
Any other reports of kittens showing up as people or vice versa?
and she's like, no, not that I'm aware of many. The kittens don't often tell me these kind of things because they don't talk to me. But
Oh my
perhaps.
God.
Pleasure. We're not crazy. We have a druid.
And she's like, that does help add some credence to the statement.
I'm a druid.
Yes, you are, sweetheart.
Yeah, so she says, well, I see if I can find anything in any of my books. Why don't I show you where the cats are? And she'll lead you back to this reading room where she has a bunch of different, like, some are running around free. She has some that are kind of in, like, crates. And then she also has books for sale, obviously, if you'd want to buy a book. And she has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 20 different cats up for adoption.
Oh.
Well, take the lot. No.
Well, they all have names, descriptions, and personalities. Like,
Wow.
So
That's
let's take the
the kind
next
of
20
thoroughness
minutes.
that I
Can you
appreciate.
please explain all of them?
I can, or I
Yeah.
could just have you roll a percentile and tell you which one you get. If you're interested.
Yes, absolutely.
This cat is a people.
That's true.
I got 79, almost a good number.
So this is Fireball. 79 is Fireball, a short male orange tabby cat. Very active and likes to play fight with other cats.
He'll be a perfect war companion. My favorite. I'll take Fireball. How much for him?
That is a good question. I think it's
Take my money.
make me an animal handling check.
Oh shit. That's not my thing. Okay.
You're not
Animal
hungry?
handling. I got a 14.
Okay. So she is happy with your shows that you clearly have some understanding and aren't like
I lifted from the butt.
smart compared to the other previous person that you met. So you're able to show to her that you at least have some knowledge of caring for cats. So that helps. So I think she's just gonna give you the cat because it's taking it to a good home. This is an adoption. This is a magical one shot. No costs for kittens. It's free.
Nice.
Cats.
How does she pay for fixing all these cats?
They're
Magic.
magic. Maybe.
Sure.
Books.
Ooh,
She
what
sells
sounds like
books.
she has a wealthy ex-spouse, and she
Yeah.
had a big settlement, but
Yep.
she uses it to fund her cat adoption center. Yeah.
Yeah, that I like it. This is the kind of game we're playing tonight. So that's the story.
I got a 28 on the kitten chart.
All right, this is Magic Missile. This is a medium female all white cat. Runs around constantly, seems to get along with people, but hard to say because she doesn't stop running and climbing.
Sorry, did you say she doesn't get along with people or does?
She does.
You broke up a little. She does.
Yeah, sorry. My Zoom is being dumb.
That's okay. Seki's gonna press her face up against the cage, and she and this cat just lock eyes, and Seki's just I have to have her. She'll look incredible on stage. She'll be a great accoutrement to my act. No one can resist her. Look at her. She's pure white. She's like the snow. It's incredible. I've never seen a cat like this.
You should name her Snowball.
Well, it looks like her name is Magic Missile, which is, kind of has an air about it.
Yes.
But the next one we'll call Snowball.
Okay.
All right. Were you gonna roll for one too, LB?
No, I already have a cat.
That's true.
It's a people.
Peekaboo. Just keep in mind, while we can come back, the goal is that they will once again be a person, and then you can't keep them because that's slavery.
What's slavery?
Uh-oh. So,
You didn't.
her parents
Something
haven't gotten to
horrible.
that yet. She's only 6.
Still.
Yeah, Ted,
Oh.
where's the discussing slavery section in Waterdeep Kitten Rescue?
In the adventure, please.
It's only 16 pages, so and the first 2 are table of contents and a cover page, so probably not.
I rolled a 39.
Oh, okay. Actually, roll again because that puts us right in the range for Magic Missile.
Okay.
And you
18.
can't have her.
18. This is Bluebell, a large female, long-haired gray cat. Loves to sleep in a sunny spot, indifferent towards people, but likes to be a house cat.
Oh, I hope she's chunky.
I mean, that's up to you guys, really.
So yeah, I think Jaren is just Oh, I know I'm deathly allergic, but my goodness, they're just so cute. And then I use 5 points of my lay on hands to suppress my cat allergy for the next like however long, like hour or something. And I pick up that cat, put it on my shoulders.
Nice. I love it.
I'm sorry, what'd you say the name was? I did not write it down.
Bluebell.
Bluebell.
Quite the lady.
There are some interesting names for these cats. I
Did
like
we
them.
establish if she's chonky? Because
That's. I'm gonna give that to Lex to choose.
Oh, she's so chonky. But it's fine because Jaren is ripped.
the most sickly ripped person ever.
Listen, I have a very low constitution and a very high strength.
The muscles are just swelling from some undiagnosed problem. Well, do you want to try to speak to all these kittens, peekaboo, and see if any other ones are people?
Yes.
So as you guys are having that conversation, she's going around, which I'll say she'll establish that her name is Abina, the woman who owns the shop. And she starts going around, and she finishes like, you guys are looking at the cats. I'll say you're kind of also helping her like feed them, just making sure all the cats here, because there's, again, 20 cats, so she's feeding them all. And people start arriving to adopt the cats. And she says, oh, some of these people have already been, pre-approved to adopt certain cats. And I'm gonna need somebody to roll me a percentile, so let's see who shows up to adopt a cat while you guys are there.
90. This fucking bowling ball.
All right, well, we're gonna get a couple people. So you said a 90?
6.
90 and all right, so Katie, you got a 90. A retired tavern server who's looking for a house cat. And she says, let's see. She's gonna take. She's actually gonna have you guys, since you're there, being so useful. If someone wants to, help one of the cats out of the kennel to sort of show it to this retired tavern server. And I don't know. Let's pick somebody to do that. Who's gonna help this person out with their house cat need?
No, thank you. I just like mine.
I'll take this moment too, as I'm like grabbing this cat, be like, oh, Abina, based on the circumstances that we presented to you, I do hope that you're grabbing these people's addresses so that just in case their cat is a person, we can find them.
And she says, yes, of course. I feel like that's not a super likely scenario, but I have the information. She says they've all been vetted. Each one of them has had their backgrounds checked by the Emerald Enclave. They are non-abusive owners. I take my cats very seriously.
Seems very thorough for cat adoption.
I mean, what else do I have to do other than to own my secondhand bookshop and, enjoy my settlement?
Well, I'll assist then.
All right, go ahead and make me another animal handling check.
Oh, I'm damaging myself because I'm missed. Ooh. That's gonna be 13.
Okay, and now make me a nature check as you just try to discern from the list of cats which one to.
Okay. That's gonna be 21.
All right, so you're thinking this person likes a house cat. Maybe because they're looking for a house cat, they're retired, so they probably don't necessarily, they're older, maybe they don't want anything too active. So you're going with Caltrop as the cat for this one.
Aww.
A small female long-haired calico that likes to lie on the floor or hide under furniture and attack feet.
And attack feet?
It's Caltrop.
I love it.
That's
pretty good.
so good.
Well, madam, I hope you have a pair of house slippers, but I think this little buddy here is going to be perfect for you.
All right, and Brenna, what did you get?
Oh, I didn't.
Oh, I thought you rolled. I couldn't.
Sorry. No. Do you want me to?
Yeah, sure.
What is
Yeah.
it, a person file?
Yes, please.
It's the good number, 69.
Oh man. So
The sex number.
So this is, I couldn't have planned this better. This is a priest of Gond looking for a pet to keep them company in their workshop. They've just relocated from Baldur's Gate. Things did not go so well there.
What happened?
Oh my gosh, it is canon. They got fired.
Yeah, they did. It
Oh my
didn't.
god.
It didn't go so well in Baldur's Gate, so they're like, I'm moving to Waterdeep. I'm opening up a new workshop. I need a cat to keep me company. So would you like?
You seem a little down on your luck.
I guess it's gonna be Grund. Apparently, Jordan's in the chat, and he's just like, I had all this research. I put it down on a piece of paper. It all got erased. Life's in shambles. I need a cat. What do you got? So I guess, Brenna, we'll give that to you. Can you go ahead and make me an animal handling check?
Yeah. Oh, non-natural 20.
Okay, and now give me a nature check to find the one that matches either Drund or Milo, whoever this is going to end up being.
23, man.
All right.
Keyed into this cat situation.
Okay, let's see. We are going to give you do a very good job, and we think that the best option for Drund is going to be, or Milo, is going to be and it just, for whatever reason, because he's just, I don't want to give him like the bad one, because there's a funnier one that I was like, that would be really, really funny if we gave him the one that just is like super bipolar. It's like super nice and then scratches. I mean, we could.
No, Drun's been through a lot. I feel like we should give him like a nice little companion.
Milo, not the god.
Yeah. All right. So Jenkins. Jenkins is a short-haired male gray tabby cat. Friendly and mischievous, loves attention from people, and also loves to steal food.
Yeah, perfect.
So there you go.
You know, I think this one will work for you just perfectly. But watch your food around him.
And he's just like, thanks, this is... I'm just hoping things are gonna just start, new life, start fresh in Neverwinter. Oh, praise the Wonder Maker. And he walks out of the shop. Hopefully to have a better life than he's had every other Wednesday. And lastly, because the last people to show up, there's a family with 3 young children looking to get a pet for their family. And they're like, the kids are all super excited. We want to get a cat. We want to get a cat. And they don't know what to get. Who would like to assist them in their cat adoption?
Why not 3 cats?
Make a persuasion check, Vivian.
Guidance for the kitties. Okay. 19.
Okay. So, the dad's just like, I don't know about 3 cats, and the kids are all like, please, and then the mom's like, honey, and he's like, 3 cats. So go ahead and make me a nature check, I guess, Vivian, as you are the ringmaster here.
Oh, brother. I think I just ruined a marriage, but I also got houses for kids. Oh, no. I got this one was nature, right?
Yeah.
Okay, that's going to be 9.
Ooh. All right, so you're definitely suggesting Bag of Beans, the short-haired female calico that is friendly 1 minute, then hissing and scratching the next, and is
Nice.
super cautious around people. Because you're like, that's definitely.
It was during the good part. And I was like,
Yeah, right.
Perfect.
And then we'll say you also give them Kippers and Quippers. They are brothers. They are, let's see, small male short hair brown tabby cats. Kippers is playful and friendly, and Quippers is playful and friendly, but it's a biter.
Wear gloves, kids.
Fine. Okay, and right out the gate, to derail the campaign, One Shot, is gonna get a trinket for Katie. So let me figure this out, because we're in a weird spot now with crazy rolls.
The trinket is more cats.
That could be.
I can't
You
believe
go
one of
rogue,
these
is it a
children.
cat toy?
Oh my gosh.
All right, I'm gonna roll here for you, Katie, because I've got all funky numbers here.
Number.
Actually, you know what? You can just roll me 2d12. How about that?
Yes, I can do that.
Don't roll an 8.
I got a 12 and a 9.
So that's a number. 21. All right.
Oh, I didn't realize I was supposed to add that.
That's okay. Oh well, yeah. It was a total of 24. So, okay. You get Dole's amulet. Whenever you peel a banana, you will never be able to get rid of those icky stringy bits.
No! What kind of horrible curse is
Terrible.
that?
Who
Yes.
came up with this?
Ash, you cursed me.
The
Only
The
smoothie,
worst
so I
thing
don't
to-
realize from now
The worst
on.
thing to befall a banana bunch.
I know. I had to put in a cursed trinket, but I made it on cleric so we could never get it. So,
Thank goodness.
It's the wrong class.
sorry, Katie. But due to your expert ability at giving out and helping arrange these cat adoptions, and a 3-for-1 special, which is that's good. That's good work. So Abina's gonna be like, I think that was just excellent work. I think these will be better suited for you, and she's gonna give you gloves of cat handling.
Gloves of cat? What?
Cat handling.
Oh.
These thick hide gloves provide additional protection against cat-related injuries. Makes it easier to handle stressed animals, but they also give you advantage on all acrobatics rolls and resistance to piercing damage.
Huh.
And they're non-attunement.
Wow.
Oh.
What an item.
Yeah. It's primarily for cats, but it's also super combat effective.
Oh, God. This will maybe make up for the fact that next time I peel a banana, I'll be in hell. Oh, okay. Nice. All right. Well, I will put these gloves over my invisible gloves.
Okay.
And,
Oh, I see. I got it. I know what that means. So, you guys, she's super excited. She's like, well, I couldn't find any books on humans. There are spells, obviously, I know of that spells exist that can turn people into animals. But that's, I don't know how I don't know, maybe it'll just wear off after a certain amount of time. I think that's how they work. She's like, I own a shop of books. Like, I'm not a super knowledgeable spellcaster or anything.
Jaren is going to say very quietly to the shopkeep, have you heard anything about any Zhentarim around here?
And she's just like, her eyes go wide, and she's like, have you?
We received a hold on.
Pat.
Just one moment.
It'll pass.
A-
Don't worry.
A dire warning.
And she's just like, oh, was the cough the warning?
Oh no, that was just my asthma. No.
Oh. And she'll put on a mask. So while this is happening, can I get somebody to... We're big on percentiles in this module. Can I get somebody to roll me a percentile?
Did my spell go through yet?
Oh, yeah, we'll say yes. Sorry, LB. Full of
It's
things.
46.
Fine.
Ken.
We say a 46 right now? All right.
And I'm casting Speak with Animals.
Mm-hmm.
Are all of these cats?
They are.
Awesome.
Nice.
Do they all like their names?
They do.
Okay. Are they all happy?
They are.
Do any of them have crushes on the other cats?
Yes. Let's say that Imp, the female ginger tabby cat, has a crush on
Come on, Fireball, give me some.
has a crush on Cormier, the long hair male black and white cat, and Treasure has a crush on Zario.
Ooh, I pushed their
Mario.
cages next to each other.
Okay, you do that.
That's what I'm doing during this time.
Yeah, everybody else is like helping out, and you're like, "Ooh, kitty crushes!" Like, let's. Oh, that sounds perfect. So while this is happening, you guys, she says, I mean, I can hold on to your human cat and try and find an owner for them if you would like. I have a network of people that clearly are... Okay. I just figured I mean, I know people and I have, some connections. Perhaps I can, and maybe I'll just put out a request and see if anyone can find any additional information. If anyone's heard of anything like this, so you can hold them.
Insight check.
Yeah, for sure.
That her connections are.
Not Zhentarim connections.
Yeah.
You want to be a person again?
That's 16.
Okay. And yeah, you just make a roll over here. Yeah, you're pretty sure she's on the up and up. She doesn't need to do that. She's living on that settlement money, man. She don't need to be mean. She can just do whatever she wants.
Who helped her get that settlement money, though? You know what I'm saying?
Oh my gosh.
There's a bigger conspiracy here.
Oh my god.
I mean, there might be now. There wasn't in the module, but I like that, so there might be. And so she's like, okay, so no, I won't hold on to your human cat friend. And the cat, when you ask it, LB, is just like, yeah, it'd be great to be a person again. As much fun as it is being a cat, I also would like to be a person.
I think we need to take Dark Claw to like a really powerful magic dude so that they can turn her back. Right? What do you think? You want to turn back?
I mean, that would be ideal.
Okay. It's a bigger
Whoa.
cat.
I think I grew.
This is more accurately sized.
Kittens do grow really quickly, so.
I suppose we could go to the Temple of Mistra and make a donation and see if anybody can help us out.
Okay.
Excellent.
Yes.
Come on, Fireball.
Yeah, so you guys leave with cats in tow. And you guys see, because this is what the random encounter generates here, a family of goblins from Undermountain and a family of halflings from Daggerford are waiting for, they're waiting out back of their inn The families both have children close in age, and they spend most of their day together shopping inside. I don't know why you know these things.
They
Seeing
look like
It's
it, though.
obvious.
the
They're having a
youngest,
good day.
yeah, the youngest of each has gone missing, and the parents are worried. And what's everybody's passive perception?
Passive perception 14.
10.
15.
12.
So everybody but Jaren can easily find that the two kids are like hiding behind like a sign nearby and just like giggling, thinking that they're playing like a really fun game, hiding from their parents.
Oof. Good thing Jared didn't see them. He would have given them such a talking to about responsibility.
I could imagine.
Oh no, who got these adorable kittens for us? They're in dire need of pets.
Oh, and the kids are like, "Oh my god!" And they come running over, and they're super excited, and they're like, "Wow, kittens!
Mine's not a kitten, it's a person.
That's weird."
Oh gosh. All right, kids. She just like grabs their arms and she's like, you know, my goblin mother would have kicked me right in the booty for this. So you're really lucky that you seem to have a wholesome family, kids.
And they're like, "Yeah, I guess so."
I shall return them to their
Okay, you do. And the parents are like, "Oh my god, thank you so much. Oh, we had such a good day shopping and sightseeing, and then all of a sudden they went missing."
She just adjusts her wig and she's like, well, you know what I think your families need is a new kitten friend because they won't stray far from that. Right over here at this library, they're going kittens for adoption.
And they're all like, "Wow, Mom, Dad, can we?" And the parents are like, "Sure. It's been a great day. Let's make it better."
all 20 cats. Let's get them homes before the end of this one.
All right.
This person is staying a cat, I'll tell you what. We're not going to get on track. It's not happening.
So let me ask you this, Katie. Fireball. If you had to pick a class for Fireball, someone gives Fireball a trinket.
Oh my god.
Wizard, obviously.
I mean, they sound a little sorcery to me.
I don't know. The whole thing was he fights with other cats, so I think he's a fighter.
Oh, okay.
Mm.
Interesting take. All right, so Fireball's gonna get a trinket. Don't roll an 8. Let's see. Fireball is gonna get. I don't know how a cat gets a sword, but Fireball gets the sword of studio applause, explosive applause every time the sword is drawn or kills an enemy, a laugh track if the wielder crit fails on an attack roll.
I love this.
It's a catnip toy.
Okay, sure.
Perfect.
Well, whatever it is, that's what it. This is the world that I've created, and this is all canon to Rod of 7 Parts. So
Now my cat that attacks other cats is super high, so I can't wait to see what happens.
Okay, is it high or is it stoned? Cats go both ways.
I think that it's a little bit of both, you know, when they're like super stoned, but then all of a sudden, like, you get a little too close.
Yeah.
Okay, so while this is happening, let's see. You guys notice, well, everybody except for Jaren, because stellar passive perception. You guys see a halfling and a human seem to, like, as you're walking, you deal with this stuff, they seem to be following you. And so Seki, Peekaboo, Vivian, you can all make me a history check.
History.
Yep.
13.
13.
Ooh, nat 20 for a
Damn.
23. The dice are on fire today.
Get it. LB? 1. Got it.
No,
I
Daniel
know.
did not want to
I
cooperate
got.
with me there.
Just making
history
jokes.
is a 19.
All right. So Vivian, you don't have any recollection. Seki, Peekaboo, you actually both remember you saw both of them at the yawning portal earlier when you guys were there, and they've seemingly been following you. They don't seem to know that you are aware of them, but you are.
So it was a halfling and a goblin.
Halfling and a human.
Uncle Jaren.
Darren is applying some sort of ointment to his elbows, and he's like, "Not now. I need to apply my psoriasis treatment."
I need you to tie my shoe.
Oh goodness! All right. Hold on. And then Jared just gingerly like sets down Bluebell and like very gingerly like bends over to like tie your shoe.
She grabs him by the collar. We're being followed.
Goodness.
But really, it's like a human and like a halfling. Maybe
He's right,
a
you
goblin.
know.
I don't remember.
Do they seem quite dangerous?
Yes.
Oh.
Do they seem dangerous, Ted?
You can make me an insight check. I mean, go ahead, make me an insight check.
That's a big old 6.
Maybe not. Maybe they just want kittens to pet.
But I still want you to tie my shoe.
Oh, very, very good. And while he's tying the shoe, should we perhaps hide behind a corner, lay in wait?
Yes. And then we stab him.
Oh no, that's don't do the your parents would not approve.
Hmm.
You just stab people.
Okay.
It's just one of the cats. Because there's a bunch.
We're gonna set a trap.
Vivian is very unaware. She has a compact out and is applying rouge.
Okay. Yeah, so I guess, all right, the shoe has been tied. And now you're going to go around the corner and set a trap? Is that what I'm hearing?
Maybe get like some. Does anybody have a net or anything?
Let's look at my equipment that I got in my equipment pack.
I was gonna say, what equipment was randomly? Oh wait, I have my wand. I'm gonna use that.
Okay.
Wait, I do have a deck of illusions.
Ooh.
Oh man, all right, we are living up these uncommon magic items. We're gonna have some fun today.
Yeah, what do you guys want to do? I can try and web them in the grossest way possible. Well, maybe not the grossest. I immediately thought of something worse.
Yeah, yep, that's one.
Oh,
Yeah, we went there.
Yeah, in a less than the most gross way possible.
One-
In a gross way.
Yeah.
Oh God.
So,
Yeah, whatever
thoughts?
you think is best, dear.
Let's web him.
Okay. So you're gonna wait till you go around the corner and then hit him with web?
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
what we do.
All right. So you guys, I guess, make stealth checks. Are you hiding? Are you just like standing brazenly in the street and then just like gotcha?
I mean, I think the idea is right that we're going around the corner. And we're expecting them to follow us, so we
Sure.
want them to know that we went around that corner.
Okay, so I'm sorry.
Right?
Do you make a stealth check when you get around the corner to try and hide and like surprise them, or are you just like,
If they're
yeah?
turning the corner, then we'll be hidden for like that second that they're turning.
Okay, so that's fine. So this situation happens. Go ahead and cast your web. What do I have to make?
Jaren takes out this wand and gets ready to use it, and then right when he's about to actually incant it, he accidentally sneezes really hard, and the web spell is cast right out his nose.
Oh,
Oh,
that's the second grossest web I've ever seen in my life.
But not the grossest.
What is the DC for that?
Oh yeah, let's see what it is on the wand. The wand has a DC 15 for this, and the spell web is a dex save, I believe.
I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, dex save. Dex save
That-
and restrained.
Is a 10 and a 19. So I'm going to say the halfling is able to kind of shimmy out of the web, like dodge out of the way, and the human just like stuck in the web. And they're like, what? The human's like, and then the halfling's like, hey, what's the big idea? We saw you with Cassia, and he's like, wait a minute, I should not. And like starts to try to like takes out a dagger and starts trying to cut their friend out before they like start accusing you of things.
Hey. Back off, buddy. We're the ones asking questions here.
I mean, are you?
What?
You didn't ask
Why
any. There we go.
Why have you been following us, villains?
And she says that it's a halfling. They're both females. And she says, we saw you with Cassia this morning. What did she give you? Whatever treasure it is, it should be ours. We were searching that passage for days. Then Cassia and Layla show up and suddenly find treasures that's supposed to be ours.
Who is Cassia?
We saw her at your table first thing this morning.
That lady?
I
It's
don't
a
know.
Tavern. We talk to a lot of people.
I saw her come over and then she left and then you guys left after that.
It's not ringing a bell.
And they're like,
What do they look like?
and they'll describe to you the woman who came and gave you the cat.
Oh,
She said, we don't know, we didn't see, but we saw that she gave you something, and whatever treasure she gave you, that should be ours. We earned it. We were there for weeks trying to figure out that passageway.
you can take it from my cold dead hands.
And they're
She-
like,
she
okay.
gave 5 gold. She gave 5 gold as a tip for the performance. If the 5 gold means that much to you, I'll just give it to you.
And she's like, I know we know she gave you more than that. I could just tell. And they're like, you don't want to mess with us. And the halfling will pull back a sleeve and there's a winged snake tattoo. And she's like, or our friends might have to get involved.
Yeah, Jaren gasps.
How dare you threaten us in the presence of a child?
And she's like, that child did say that we'd have to pry things from her cold dead hands.
And it's because of people like you. You should be ashamed of yourself. She did not give us anything. No treasure. What do we have to say to convince you? She's
Uh,
Now
not to
she's
many people.
crying.
You can go ahead and make me either a persuasion or intimidation check with advantage from the crying child.
Jaren gives Peekaboo a handkerchief because he has a lot of them. I mean, it's still gross.
I imagine.
I got a 16.
Yeah, they're like, whatever. And the halfling will continue to cut their friend out of the web. And they'll be like, not even worth our time. And then blows the raspberry and then they leave.
I
Here, under,
want to cast Charm Person on them.
Okay, go ahead, sure.
There we go.
Yeah. I'm gonna cast it at 2nd level so I can target both of them. So they need to make whiz saves.
Okay, all right. That
Um,
is a natural 1.
Since you gave, it says I get advantage if we're fighting it, but we do have the crying child.
They get advantage.
They get advantage.
Oh, they get advantage. Okay.
So no advantage. So that was a natural 1
Nice.
and a 19.
Ooh,
So the
yeah.
halfling is just stalwart. This halfling. The human's like, I mean, I agree. We should just leave. I mean, it's a pretty reasonable argument. We made a child cry. I mean, we're not like the worst people. We're not the best people. And the halfling's like, would you shut up? What is wrong with you?
Oh, well, not so much. You know, I'm glad that you feel that way, but really, you don't have to leave so soon. I mean, let's talk about this treasure.
I mean, like, yeah, I know. And the halfling's like, would you just shut up? Like, this is And the other one's like, yeah, we really wanted it because we thought we think we deserve it. We were there. And then they're just like, oh, we're just going to come down the tunnel and figure it all out. Take whatever it is. We don't know what it is, but we clearly want it because we feel entitled to it. And honestly, we thought that if we just were like, well, Zhentarim flex, you'd just be like, oh, shit, here it is. And he's like,
Well,
what is,
so-
seriously, just shut up. This is, and like continues to like cut the net.
Oh my god! But wait, what tunnel did you say that was?
And then like the halfling jumps into the net and like covers the mouth of their friend, and now they're stuck in the net. And they're like, no, we're good. Nope, everything's fine. Nothing to see here, just two Zhentarim stuck in a web.
Let me see. I am going to cast Hold Person on the halfling.
Okay.
I mean, it's not great.
What's the save?
It's, wisdom. Why is my save so low?
I'm gonna say they're gonna fail. They're already voluntarily restrained being in the web, and now they're paralyzed in the web because their roll was like a 6.
Yeah.
And then they're just like, the hand's still over the mouth, but now they're paralyzed.
Move the hand! To
And
the
the-
only tall people here.
Oh, okay, because the paralyzed person is paralyzed, so...
Yeah. So we moved their hand. I'm so sorry about that, but please go on. What were you saying about this marvelous tunnel?
And they're like, yeah, so we're down in Undermountain, and we're like, what up? We're gonna be rich. And then they make and then we're like, we gotta get down this tunnel. This is horrible. Things are bad. Why do people come down here? And then, well, at least that's what I was like. But everybody else is like, no, we gotta do it. We're gonna get so rich. And then we're like, we gotta take a break. That was a lot of fighting. Time for a long rest. And then these two ladies, they just come walking right in. And they're like, we're full up on spell slots and stuff or whatever. And they just go down the hallway and they come back and they're all smiles. So I figure they gotta have gotten some kind of big treasure, and I want it.
What was her other friend's name who was with her?
I know, I already told you before when Cassie, she says, we saw Cassie with you, and her and Cassia and Layla show up and suddenly find the treasure to be theirs.
Now, if the treasure is so valuable, why do you think they would just give it to us?
Because I don't know. She was there. She was talking to you. You left. She was like, blah, 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 exchange of things. And then you leave immediately after, probably to go buy stuff with your fancy new treasure money.
No, these cats were free.
You should
And he's
really
like-
adopt some cats.
That
by
is the
faith.
truth.
Yeah, when you leave here, you should definitely go adopt some cats.
It really makes you feel better since you lost a treasure that could really cure some wounds.
And she's like,
You
I mean,
know,
I can't argue
Were
with
they
that.
all members of the Zhentarim?
She says, no, I don't. That we don't know them. They're just
No,
like,
you don't know them.
I mean, not really.
Okay.
Where was the tunnel?
And under the Undermountain, in the portal, the hole in the ground, yawning portal. You know the one, the big hole in the middle of the bar.
I'm not allowed to go down there. They say it's bad.
Right? That's what I said, but there we were anyway.
Okay.
Yeah.
Bye.
Oh, but I thought we were friends.
Jaren, does this web like dissolve or anything?
Eventually, I believe so. I don't know if I can dispel it because it's through the wand, but maybe. I don't know.
I think it just dissolves. It's just, it's not concentration for web, is it?
It just it allows you to cast the web spell. Oh, I'm sorry. No. Yeah, it just allows you to cast the web spell, and the web spell is, I don't know, a concentration spell. So I guess I could just drop concentration on it.
Yeah, so I guess that makes sense to me. If you want to.
Yeah, sure. No, he'll be like, yes, just be on your way. And
Yeah, so we're just gonna go about our day. I'll leave you here. You can help your friends. They'll be back to normal soon, and then we'll hang out again soon, okay?
Definitely, that would be awesome. You guys are so great. Plus, you have
Yeah, we'll meet up
cats.
after.
Okay, awesome. And then like the web dissolves, and the other like paralyzed halfling like falls out of the web and impacts the ground, and you just hear like a because they can't actually really talk. And they're like the humans just like, come on, Angie, we're gonna go back like the last people said, and they just like pick her up and like carries her away. And there you go.
So Jared is gonna turn to Peekaboo and just be like, I believe that perhaps your cat was betrayed by their accomplice and enchanted in such a way.
We have to free them.
That's already what our goal was, but yes.
Okay.
So I guess continuing on to the Temple of Nistra, or do we have a different plan?
Do we know any DM? Do we know any powerful magic users in this city?
As level 3 adventurers, I'm gonna say no.
Okay.
But as you guys are like heading there, the cat is like pulling you, like trying to get down, because you're still holding it, I assume.
If it's within 10 minutes, I still speak with animals.
It
depends.
You wouldn't, because I think that's concentration and you cast hold person. Pretty sure. Could be wrong.
Is speak with animals concentration?
No.
I thought it was, but maybe it's not.
No. Doesn't say. It says duration 10 minutes.
All right, then maybe. Yeah, all right. So, yeah, I guess it is still up then. I think that whole discussion, because it happened and it took about 10 minutes, probably Speak with Animals is down at this point. But yeah, the cat is pulling you, and like is like wants to either get down or is trying to like trying to get in a direction.
I hold it out like a tuning fork.
Sure. But yeah, it's pulling you, and it actually pulls you. It wants to pull you back towards the yawning portal.
We have to go back.
Oh, excellent. Our friends will be
Okay.
there.
Well, we can see if anyone knows the woman that gave us this thing.
Yes.
Oh, perhaps now they'll have some dairy-free options in.
Yeah, you guys go to the yawning portal, and you can actually see that woman is sitting at a table by herself, like off in the corner.
Oh my gosh, we got another trinket, ladies and gentlemen.
Did we?
What class
Dark
is
Claw.
Dark Claw? We discussed it a little bit in chat.
What do we think?
Is there not a class for this NPC?
The cat?
Is that a spoiler? I don't know.
Oh,
Oh,
it might be a spoiler, yeah.
I don't want to give that away. So,
Okay.
but I also saw there was one for Bluebell a while back too. So,
Oh,
What's
Blue-
Bluebell?
I think Bluebell is like a sagely cleric. Like yeah.
Oh, hope their bananas aren't cursed.
Oh no. So for clerics it was 2d12, right?
yeah,
Is
go
that what you
ahead.
said?
Yeah, don't roll an 8.
What's 8?
20 is the number that I got.
All right. So, Bluebell has a set of sheep's knuckle bones that allow him to cast augury as a ritual.
Jesus.
Cast a ritual augury in 1 minute. Oh, if you can normally cast it as a ritual, it's down to 1 minute as opposed to 10.
So there's knuckle bones that hang from Bluebell's collar, and it's one of those things where when the cat wants the window open, the cat makes the window be open.
I gotcha. I
Or
see.
no, I'm sorry, that's not what augury does. I'm thinking of thaumaturgy.
Yeah, yeah. This
Augury
is
telling
wheel,
the future,
wheel
right?
or woe kind of a thing. Yeah.
Yeah, I think you could just ask the cat if it's a good idea or not. And if it's wheel, the cat will like curl up in your lap and be like very nice. And if it's woe, the cat will like barf up a hairball on you or something.
Ooh.
Gotcha. Well, I see one for magic missile as well. So what do we think magic missile is?
I feel like Magic Missile is just like me, like a bard.
All right, a bard it is then.
Yeah, she's like a little performer.
Here we go. She has okay. It's funny because the connotation between these two things are drastically different. For a human or a humanoid character, when you give them a cone, it's very different than when you give a cat a cone.
Oh my god.
So it's a cone that amplifies your voice 3 times its normal volume.
Oh my god, so she can like meow super
It's a
loud.
cat. It's a cat cone.
I'm assuming it's like a
She's
cute,
wearing it.
like I'll make it like cute and like bedazzle it. Or
She just got fixed.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh no.
my
Oh wait,
God,
this is not
so
Darklaw.
perfect.
Never mind. Yeah.
I'm gonna stash it like if we need it, I'll put it on her. But I don't want like if we have to sneak somewhere, I don't want her accidentally meowing like.
Mhm.
Yeah,
deafeningly
3
loud,
times as
so,
loud. Sure.
Yeah.
Darklaw is vengeance. They are the night. They are a night.
Peace was never an option.
Peace was never an option.
So did we decide what kind of class that is? We'll just make one up.
Fighter,
Fighter. All right.
right? Are you a fighter? Yeah.
He's a cutie. What class is that?
His name is Asmodeus.
Oh, I like his
Uh,
little
Warlock.
socks.
Yeah.
so Darklaw has a shield that collapses into a glove as an action.
Oh, you have gloves. You have mittens.
Everything's cuter when it's small.
Yeah, right.
Oh.
So just as a background, Katie, the reason we say don't roll an 8 is the trinkets are we had allowed people to design, like we had the Rod of 7 Parts crew design a trinket for everybody, and Jordan we put as 8 on every class, and it's the cursed stone of pH. You get a silent pH added to the middle of your character's name that you can never get rid of.
No.
So it could be Rafoiswin or however you would do it, but the pH is silent.
God.
It happened to Oz in my Tuesday game, so he's OPHZ, but it's pronounced Oz.
Oh God.
Anyway, so yeah, she's in the corner at the table. What do you guys do?
Let's surround her with angry cats.
So you guys show up and she goes, I thought I paid you to find that cat's owner. Get it away from me. I have bigger problems right now.
This isn't a cat, it's a people.
And she's like, what?
It can't have an owner. That would be slavery.
I know that that's bad, but I don't know why.
And she shouldn't have to.
She's sick.
And she's just like, okay. That's a lot to unpack all of a sudden.
What's your name, lady?
And she says, my name is Cassia. Hi.
Catify this person. That ain't right.
And she's like, what are you talking about?
Someone insight checker.
I don't. What are you talking about? I don't know what you're talking about. I woke up and this cat was in my room. I paid you to find the owner. Now you're back here with the cat. What is going on?
Where
I
were you
know.
yesterday?
About
You
the
have a
tunnel.
treasure.
Okay.
We know that you retrieved some treasure from the tunnel.
Okay. And I still don't know what this has to do with the cat.
You tell us. Why did you give us a human put in a kitten's body?
This is Leia.
And she's like, what?
You ensorcelled your friend.
Why would I turn my
Fiend.
girlfriend into a cat?
Love.
Perhaps it was a lover's quarrel.
And she's like, wait. You're telling me that this cat that I woke up with in my room is actually Layla? That can't be true.
Oh my god.
And she's like, hang on. Hold up. Okay. This is wild. Let me give you a background, a little bit of what happened, and then maybe we can figure out what's going on. Because this doesn't make any sense.
Barkeep, around over here. It sounds like we'll need it.
All right, so Durnan will come bring you drinks. So she tells you that her and her girlfriend Layla were exploring Undermountain, and they found a treasure chest. They left in a hurry because, you know, getting treasure in Undermountain, that's like a rare thing, right? And getting out with it is even rarer. They had a little squabble when they got back to the yawning portal over whether or not they should open it or wait until the morning. And then she says when she woke up, Layla was gone. No one had seen her, and she was hoping Layla would return and they could, you know, resolve their disagreement.
My poor dear, you've been bamboozled and your lover has been taken from you. As a cleric of Sune, we will see this wrong righted. Who hates you?
And she's just like, whoa! And she's like, well, there were these Zhentarim people that didn't seem to be too big of fans of us. They had been...
You're not in the Zhentarim yourself.
No. She said they were exploring Undermountain too. They tried to get us to join, but we weren't into that. That's not us. And she says, Layla, she's and she just has like a smile on her face as she's talking about it. She's like, she kind of likes to pick on spies and prank them. It's really not. I try to tell her not to do it. It's a bad idea. Yeah, it is. So Zhentarim are a powerful enemy to have, so I always tell her to stop, but she thinks it's just really funny to pull practical jokes on like super serious spy type people. I'm gonna break her of that habit though. I'm trying to tell, I'm like, we can work past this. This is a silly hobby. Let's do something else.
What was in the treasure chest?
And she says, I don't know. I never opened it. I said we should wait till the morning.
Where is it now?
She's like, it's in our room. You know what? Why don't we go up to my room and we can see, maybe we can figure something out.
Yes, let's, obviously.
So she'll lead you up to her room.
Get an insight check of 26 on her.
She seems to be telling the truth.
Oh, love is pure. Okay, go on.
So she'll take you up to their room. It's a standard room with a double bed. There's a small wardrobe and like a nightstand. It's pretty clean in here, and there's a small chest in the corner. And the lid is closed, but the lock has been opened. And she's just like, so we had opened the lock. We were not going to open the chest till the morning. And then I woke up alone and there was a cat in my room. And I thought maybe because we had a fight before we went to bed that Layla just left. And then I was flustered about that. And then now there's this cat. And
oh my gosh. Can I use my cat as augury to see if it's a good idea to open the chest or not?
Yeah, sure.
I'm going to take Bluebell and put her. Is it a she or he? I don't remember. It doesn't matter.
She's a she, I think.
Yeah, I think so.
And put her in my lap and be like, all right, dear, please. Do you think that it's a good idea to open this chest? And then he just like rings the bell or the knucklebone bell on her collar. And she just sort of pats around and gets ready to situate herself. And then, yeah, how does augury work?
I think it just tells you like wheel or like good news, bad news, or indifference, I think. Okay,
but there's like no roll or anything.
I don't believe so. I'm not even going to look it up because this is funky. I hate to use like indifference as an answer, but if you can have indifference leaning towards a bad idea, then that's the answer. But
she doesn't pay attention to me, and she like needs my like legs, but not too hard.
Gotcha.
Chicken biscuits.
Yeah. If anybody would like to inspect the chest, you can make an investigation check.
I'll do that.
Okay.
Guidance. You.
All right. Get some
I'm an
guidance.
Expert in investigation.
Oh, okay. Well, that's good.
+4.
Plus
So
4 to
that's
this.
So I've got a 21.
Okay. So you can see very, very tiny carved in the chest on the lock. It's super small. What languages do you speak? Oh, you're an Eladrin. You speak Elvish, so never mind.
Yeah.
That's the lock.
speak
That's
Common and Elvish. Is that really what I speak? I guess so.
yeah. It says on the lock, "Whomever dares steal from me shall quiver and bow. For instead of your screams, all will hear is meow." That's a really bad rhyme, but this is me.
Meow.
Meow, I guess. Hey? Meow.
Meow.
Meow. That's what it says on the lock.
All right. Well, here's your problem. You've clearly taken this from someone, and your girlfriend has paid the price.
She's been cursed.
It's true.
Yeah, so based on just that description and kind of the investigation check, you feel like it was probably like a one-time thing, and whatever the curse or the spell that was cast on it has been loosed, so there's probably no downside to opening the chest again.
Well, let's open her up.
So you do, and you can see, you can go ahead, and anybody who wants to can make an Arcana check.
Sure. Well, that's a strong 6.
Anybody else?
I'll give it a go since I'm there.
Mm-hmm.
It's a non-natural 20.
All right, so you can tell that there was a very powerful glyph of warding cast in here, containing True Polymorph, the 9th level spell.
Damn.
And it clearly has been activated. And then now, like, the conversations about with the cat about, like, no, I'm really a people. There's a lot more credence to that conversation.
Mm-hmm.
And then Cassie's like, oh my god, my girlfriend's a cat.
Good thing you like pussy, huh?
No. Go to horny jail.
Oh,
That's
boy.
it. That's where we end the game. Thanks for coming, everyone.
You know what? I don't know what I expect. I didn't expect anything less. I played a lot of games with Katie. I should have seen that one coming.
You know how we have like the rod bot for Rod of 7 Parts? You should have made a pussy bot for this.
I should have. I didn't. Is that the first one though?
I mean,
Yeah, I'm playing
okay,
a
look,
child.
I've
I'm
been
not going to make
tempted.
those jokes.
Yeah.
My internal monologue has a lot more.
I'm sure. Yeah. Well, some people have a better filter.
What's that?
Yeah, I was gonna say, and then there's Katie. So here's the thing about this scenario. You guys now have a pretty good handle on what's going on and what happened here. But there is, so you know that it's True Polymorph was the spell that was cast. But that brings with it some interesting potential consequences. Because True Polymorph, if it lasts for the duration of the spell that's cast on it, then it becomes permanent. And the duration for the initial True Polymorph is an hour. So as it stands right now, she is a cat until you find some way to undo this catification.
So it hasn't been more than an hour then, yeah?
Oh yeah, definitely.
All right.
Oh, I hope you don't have a cat allergy.
Sorry.
So now, you guys, and she's like, my girlfriend is a cat, and I need to find someone to undo a 9th level spell. Or I live with
Was
my...
there any other like actual treasure in the chest, or is it just like a chest with the glyph in it?
You don't actually see anything else in the chest. So here's the thing. Knowing that it was true polymorph too, you would know that if you had picked up the item and the polymorph spell was cast on you, it's absorbed into your person. So, it was inside, so perhaps the glyph's trigger was when you take the item, if you don't have like the safe word or whatever it is. So if they may have whatever the cool magic item is, but it's in their cat form.
Well, I mean, we can use that for payment to get someone to cast a 9th level spell.
Yeah, so you have a couple of options to potentially try. So now basically you're in fundraising mode. How do we turn her back into a person? And that's fun because that's the next section is like, how do we do this? So I will give you guys some, I'll let you all, you tell me first, do you have any ideas of how you could break this? And then if not, we can make some rolls and figure it out. Because this is pretty much leading to the end of the adventure anyway.
Yeah. I mean, my idea would be to bring the chest back to where they found it.
Okay. I mean, just a background on Undermountain, right? It is a massive 20 level, multi-level dungeon crawl experience. To find, created by Hallister the Mad Mage, and it's basically a point of pride, people going down there and coming back with treasure. So who put it there? No one. There's probably no real good way to know.
So you're saying you didn't prep that?
I could. I have Waterdeep Dragon Heist. I could absolutely do that. Dungeon of the Mad Mage. Yeah, I could absolutely do that. Not gonna happen in the next 20 or so minutes. So
What we need, either a lot of money or a wish spell.
But yeah, right now we're not like, I'm just having an open conversation on ideas, and then I mean, obviously a lot of money will work, right? Getting a lot of money will get you potentially the option to do that.
Okay, we could do a bake sale.
Yep.
We could go back and get all the cats, and we could do a charity auction for these kitties and get them good homes and raise money.
We could dress them up. They could all be in a
Fashion
little
show.
costume.
Oh my god, if we take them, what is it, the Temple of Beauty? Is that the one in Waterdeep?
Yeah, I think so.
If we take them there and we propose a fashion show for love, what? There's no way they'll say no.
I'm
This
here
is
for
good.
it.
Because we've got, because Jaren's all for the church angle, because, he's a paladin.
Mhm.
He now loves cats, and secretly loves the idea of a fashion show. So let's do it.
I'll guilt trip people into donating. And yeah, I think it's gonna be great.
And of course, I'm happy to be the headlining act.
Oh yes, yeah.
Of course
We
need
got
music.
music. I think this is the best idea.
So, okay, so that great ideas all around. So here's what I'll say. You still need to find somebody to cast the spell, and you don't necessarily know how much that person will charge.
Oh.
Yeah.
Just to point that out there, right? Like, you might find like a really skeezy, like, I'm only in it for the money, and they're going to charge you an exorbitant amount of money. You might go to somebody who's kind of reputable, and they might be like, I'll charge you this much, whatever it is. And I guess everybody can make me an Arcana check as well.
I also just want to say that in the chat, TJM6 has a very good idea to use Bluebell like a fortune teller and charge people for that.
Sideshow.
Yeah.
Get her a little tent.
I rolled a 5.
Okay.
Arcana 11 plus 2.
Got a 17.
Okay, 17,
16.
16. Jaren gonna bother?
I mean, I'm not trained in it.
All right, then I respect your decision to not. So I'll say between Vivian and Seki, you can tell. Another option would potentially be to try and track down an anti-magic field. If one exists, like you could put her in the anti-magic field and that would end the spell. Finding one may be difficult.
It's fine. We'll just get in touch with Xanathar and just have them give her a look.
Yes, give her a good old one of those eye beams, just a cone of anti-magic. Boom, got it.
Xanathar loves animals. I don't know if you knew.
Yeah, cats eat fish though.
Uh-oh.
So we don't know any people who would be like high enough level. Can we go downstairs and ask around?
Yeah, you can definitely ask around. You brought up a point, right? Vivian, you're a cleric. You know that there are clerics at the Temple of Beauty, so you may be able to find someone that's higher level, right? Because technically, anybody with a third level dispel magic and a really good roll can just knock this one out of the park. But yeah, you could ask the church to see if they'll help you. I could say you could probably seek out. You guys would know about like the Watchful Order of Mages and Protectors in the city of Waterdeep. They're kind of like the magical army, if you will. Like they may be an option too. You have an in with the clergy. Actually, both of you, both Jaren and Vivian, you have different churches that you belong to, so you might be able to pull that. Try to pull that angle. Still got to figure out how much it's going to cost once you get there, but that's an option you have.
Yeah. Well, let's find that out, and then we'll see how feasible a catfish is.
Okay. So, which temple are we going to?
Either one's fine.
One's
Maybe
closer.
yours though, because I might have stolen a couple things from my temple, just once or twice, but I don't even know if they know, so it's fine.
Okay. So who's Jaren's? What temple is Jaren?
That's a good question. What is the deity of this randomly generated character?
A good question indeed.
I want to say it's
Lyra.
like. Oh, okay.
Ooh, exciting.
Or Talos?
Ooh,
Let's see here. Let's look at some lawful good deities, boy. Ill matter, god of endurance.
Good. There's definitely
Punishment.
yeah, no.
hilarious.
There's the house of the house of suffering. Forget what it's called. The Temple of Trial. I forget what it is in
Yes.
in Waterdeep. So yeah, you can go there. They're definitely. I mean, they're a super good group. They're like the people you want to have on the field, right? The battlefield, because they're out there to help ease other people's suffering by enduring it themselves.
Mm-hmm.
A little martyrous. Some are more so than others.
Maybe we
Yeah.
can convince one of them to become a cat and to free the other cat.
Well, we'll say you make your way there, and you can search out someone, and let me do a Jordan. Hang on. Let me find the NPC's name while I look around my room real quick and find a random thing
wow.
in the room, and that
all
is
the
what.
things you have are cool.
Dice statue.
Slimer.
Let's call him Ryobi. Ryobi the cleric at because we have other great clerics and characters like Ceramic, Morpheus, and Router from our game. So Ryobi the cleric.
Yeah, that's not too bad.
Yeah, Ryobi is what is Ryobi? What race? We have thoughts? Could be an elf, but I feel like it could be weirder.
Oh, Warforged.
Warforged with
Oh yeah,
battery.
Warforged. Ryobi,
Yeah.
the Warforged cleric of Ilmater. Really all about endurance and
God.
suffering, this robot.
Already the coolest character I've ever heard of.
That one's free, internet. Feel free to use Ryobi in your own game. Lots of interchangeable functions, 18-volt batteries, 1+ system. It's great. Hashtag not sponsored. Hashtag sponsor me, Home Depot. Anyway. Yeah, so Ryobi's like, sure. I will help you. 500 gold pieces. I will cast this spell.
500 gold pieces. The gods above have given us so much more than that in the beginning of the game.
I said, apparently I did say that, didn't I?
You gave us 500 each.
Yeah, well, that's what I get for not reading the adventure all the way to the end.
There you go. Well,
500 gold each. There we go. Ha! Fixed it.
Okay.
2,000 gold pieces.
I'm going to start crying. And I'm going to hold up a stick that I have. And it's my staff of the python.
Uh-huh.
And she's just gonna say, "This is all I have. Please fix my cat."
And he's just like, does not compute.
Oh,
Because it's a robot.
The tears immediately stop.
Oh, this is perfect.
Well,
500. You must, it says 500, 2,000 gold pieces. I will perform this spell.
What spell are you performing?
I guess it'll just
Are
be
we
dispel
getting
magic.
swindled right now?
No, it'll be like dispel magic, cast at 9th level.
Okay.
Oh.
We're like,
Beep, boop, boop.
well, we'll have to figure out a way to get the gold first and come back. But when we do, what do we do? Just put it in like an ATM or?
And he's like, I bring it here. I will wait.
Does
Don't
he
we already
double as a
have it?
coin star?
Oh my
And he's
God.
just like, well, yeah, you see that he's got like a socket in his chest and it's just a coin slot.
Can I? I'm done with this. Can I?
And he's like, yes, recycle. And like he crushes it in his mouth and it like spits out a 5 copper pieces and he goes, your change.
Oh well, put it on my tab.
Tick, tick, tick. Puts the 5 copper pieces. One of them's a Neverwinter copper. He doesn't accept it.
but you gave it to me.
And he's just like, does
Sorry,
not
don't take
compute.
that
Oh my God, this is too real.
I came here for fantasy, not everyday struggle.
All right, now let's go do that cat fashion show.
And he's like, beer, and he just powers down
Do I
while
already
he
have
waits.
all the money?
You have very close to all the money, I think, or do you?
I didn't spend it. I took the starting equipment.
Well, I said everybody had 500 gold pieces at the start, so if you had it, then you have it. But if people
Yeah.
bought stuff, then you don't.
I still want to do a montage. Of
Yeah,
this
let's do
cat
that
fashion show.
anyway.
Yeah.
I feel cheated if I don't get a cat fashion show now.
All right,
See
so lay it on me. Lay on this. What are we
would it
doing?
Be like a skill challenge or something? Would that make sense in this scenario?
Yeah, I think that could definitely work. So what are we? You tell me. So we'll do. How about this? We'll do 3 successes out of 4, and you tell me what skill you want to use and how you're applying that to the cat fashion show. Whether it's designing the clothes, selling it to people, performing music during the fashion show. You describe to me how you're going to make this work, and then let's make it work.
Okay. I have a really good one.
I'm gonna proselytize outside as a way to like get people to come inside, which honestly should drive them away. But I have religion, and I don't know how else to use that skill.
All right. Okay, sure. What else we got?
I'm going to be small in the crowd waiting for this fashion show to start and kind of see what types of people are in the crowd, whoever has the biggest like money belt like on them.
Oh, I see. All right.
And then just be like, all right, this person looks like they'd be super be into this outfit, and then dress the cats up as they would like.
Okay. All right. What about everybody? What about you, Brenna? What's your plan?
Okay, so so this is my plan for Magic Missile
Okay.
for her performance.
Sure, for her performance, yeah.
I want to dress her up as Salome doing the Dance of the Seven Veils.
Okay, sure.
Yeah, so she's gonna like have a tiny severed head on a platter. If anybody knows the story, it's that. So there will be like swirling veils around her, and she'll have her collar on so she can do like ethereal shrieking. Or her cone rather. So yeah, she'll like be going down the catwalk, and I'll do like a little enchantment so there's like swirling veils around her.
Okay. And what do you got, LB?
So I'm going to use my speak with animals, and I'm going to give all of the cats like a pep talk and kind of like make sure they're all doing like their best on the runway. So I'm going to use animal handling to kind of like, you have to wear the hat. It's super important. Like, I know the jingly bells are annoying, but yeah.
Okay. So you are trying to raise whatever funds to have Ryobi the Warforged, just set the scene here. Ryobi the Warforged Cleric of Ilmater to cast a 9th level Dispel Magic on Layla the cat to turn her back into a person so she can go be off with her lover, Cassia, who you have recently met.
True love.
For love, y'all.
So let me get those checks, folks.
I'm stressed. Okay. Nice. All right. So I got a 24.
Alrighty.
22.
22.
14.
Okay. And Brenna.
I have a question. Can I cast the Friends cantrip on Magic Missile and get advantage on charisma checks?
Okay, you're casting Friends on your cat. Sure, I'll allow it. It's a creature.
Yeah.
It's not going to be happy about it afterwards, because that's how the spell works, but it's a cat, so I guess it's okay.
Maybe I'll just do it regular. I'm guessing I'm just using my stats for her.
Yeah, well, whatever check you want to make this happen.
I guess it would be like a performance check.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah. Which I like didn't make my highest skill because I made this character. Okay, it's good. It's 22.
All right, so that was 3 over 20. So I just picked a random number out of the air. So yeah, you guys, with the help of Abina and the rescue cats from Homeward Bookshop, you guys pull off the most stellar cat fashion show that Waterdeep has ever seen, or probably will ever see again, because I don't think this is... Maybe it becomes a new trend. I don't know. Abina loves it. She's just living on her settlement money, so she thought this is a great way to spend time. You guys help this all go well. You are able to easily raise in excess of the funds necessary to go. You go back to the temple, and Ryobi powers back up, and the Dawson from the chest appears for you to insert the 2,000 gold coins into his chest coin.
Like one at a time.
Yeah, it is like an arcade machine. You are just one at a time with these gold pieces. And then one time you put 2 in and they stick, and you had to pull one back out so the other one can go in. And yeah, you fill up that whole he's just like, coins acquired. Dispelling magic. And he casts his spell, and Layla transforms back into Layla from a cat. She is now a beautiful woman, and then Cassia and her hug immediately. It's a very loving embrace, and they start laughing, oh my god, I can't believe this all started because we disagreed about that treasure chest. And Layla's like, yeah, I know, it's crazy.
So Layla, what was the treasure?
And she's like,
was it friendship?
I mean, clearly we are all friends now. no, it was this. And she'll pull out, like, out of her pocket. It is, it's a sack of gold. It was 250 gold pieces. And then there is a +1 bow that was, like, inside of a quiver of Alona. So, like, the magical quiver that can just hold, you know, a bunch of arrows and things. And a wand of secrets, the one that tells you where there's, like, secret doors and stuff.
Oh, nice.
So she's like, yeah, I mean, you know, at face value, it seems like it was a good idea to steal a treasure chest from Undermountain. But, you know what they say about Undermountain. Sometimes you go down there, sometimes you put on dungeon pants. I mean, I don't know. You know what I mean?
No.
It's a metaphor. If you
Sure.
find pants in a dungeon, you shouldn't just put them on. You'll probably get crabs.
I don't know what that means.
Clearly
Why are crabs
noted.
hiding in pants?
I'll tell you when you're older,
It's-
kid.
Yeah.
I hope
Don't
you don't
do it.
understand when you're older. Oh, well, I mean, I don't know about you guys, but here from me, in addition to your treasure, and she'll take out 100 gold and she'll be like, you might need this because I smell wedding bells. Just saying.
And she's like, you sweetheart. Now I don't know why she's turning into somebody else. We're getting more of an accent and it's becoming less Batman, but I'm enjoying it.
Yeah.
You know,
She's-
She's reverting back.
She's reverting back to her original self here.
Yeah.
Anyway, so yeah,
And then they're
that.
like, actually, we've just been hanging out for like a couple of weeks. Like,
Yeah, like it's not this serious.
Summer fling. You know?
I can
yeah.
tell. I have an intuition about these things.
What does Bluebell have to say?
Yeah, let's ask my cat.
Yeah,
We
so
all
you'll.
stare at Bluebell.
Yeah, Bluebell will give you like a pretty solid, a good feeling about this.
Good feeling, great.
Oh, she's purring, everyone. It's good. True love.
Ooh, wow.
Yes, I'll wait for the invitation.
Are you a flower girl?
And yeah, Layla's like, yeah, all right.
Yes.
We need a flower girl. You did a pretty good job. You supported the butt when you were carrying me.
Yes.
And then she looks at Cassie. She's like, by the way, when you pick up a cat, come on now. Like, what are you doing? What is this? What is this? Very uncomfortable.
Always.
And she's just like, I woke up and you were gone, and there was a cat, and there was no note, and I was frustrated. And she's like, it's fine.
Don't argue in front of the children.
You're a very self-aware child.
Let's leave them to their lovely future. Oh goodness. This has been a very stressful day and my sciatica is really acting up. I need to sit
No.
down.
You said ice cream. We
No.
haven't gotten ice cream yet today.
No, I said frozen yogurt for one
Oh,
thing.
let's get the child an ice cream.
Like, oh, fine.
Yay!
All
I'll
right.
play us out.
Yeah, there you go. Boo, boo, boo. So there you go, all you cats and kittens. That is Waterdeep Kitten Rescue, as done by Nerd Immersion. So obviously some things are going to be a little bit different than the module says, but I had a lot of fun. I hope you guys all did as well. So this is available for purchase on the DM's Guild right now. Obviously, you can run it like we did as sort of a one-shot. You could bake this into your own Waterdeep Dragon Heist game or into, any other city-based encounter. It was super fun. I'm going to find the link for it right now. Waterdeep Kitten Rescue is $2.95 on the DM's Guild at the moment. So you can... Yeah, you can go pick this up. It was a good 2.5, 3 hours of fun for all of us. Obviously, there was the lesser part of having to deal with the fact that the cat's a person, because we figured that out in the first half an hour.
Druids.
But yeah, best silver seller, so things are going well. Michelle Churchill was the author behind this, so very cool. I had a lot of fun. It's a nice kind of relaxing, less dire story than a lot of us are stuck in right now in the worlds we're playing in, where things are a lot more epic and end of the world, gotta save things. So we get to rescue some cats, and now everybody has a cat that they adopted.
Fireball.
Yeah.
It's so perfect because orange cats are my favorite, and I've always wanted one.
Well,
Wait.
there you go. So I guess what we'll do is we'll just go around here and do the social media plugging thing. But I'll also ask you to tell me what your favorite part about tonight's game was. So I'll start with how we did in the beginning and follow that pathway. So Brenna, we'll start with you.
All right, I think my favorite part was I love a good table, and I really loved the cat table. That was really fun. The names and descriptions of the cats were really good. So well worth it for that alone, for the low price of like $2.95. Yeah. I'm Brenna. You can find me on Twitter at Brenna Noonan, also on Twitch at Brenna Noonan. Also check out my company, Quill Silver Studio. If you're like an aspiring tabletop game designer, we help people create their tabletop games, board games, and RPGs. So check us out at Quill Silver Studio.
All right. Lex, how about you?
Hey, I'm Lex. My favorite part of the game was the fact that now I own a big chonker that can tell the future. So it's all I've really ever wanted. But yeah, that's pretty great. And it's a great combination of something the adventure provided and also something that your random tables provided.
Sure.
Just married in a fantastic way. So that was awesome. And yeah, you can find me on Twitter at Dank Dungeons. I do all sorts of stuff. There's a pinned tweet with links to all those different things. The big thing I'm working on right now is I am making a system agnostic RPG setting zine in a magical city, combination dungeon synth album. So there's like an album track for each section of the book. It's gonna be late.
So
it's gonna be early next month. It was gonna be like in a couple days, but that's not when it's gonna come out. So early September. Follow me on Twitter for details on that.
All right. Thank you. Katie.
Hi, I'm Katie. I'm here every now and then as a original Belladonna.
That's right.
But you can follow me on Twitter at lazy_mermaiden. I do art sometimes. And every other Wednesday you can find me on the Venture Maidens. Follow them if you want to catch one of those at Venture Maidens. At Venture Maidens. And it's really cool. It's a lot more intense than the cat fashion show. Always traumatized in the best of way, but where my two hobbies kind of meet in the middle is on our Patreon now. I'm doing coloring book pages, which is very fun. So you can check that out there. My favorite part, I just like that the ending is like you just leave them with this fucking problem where you're gonna get all this goddamn money. So I think it's a really cool little piece to put into a big game, because then that can turn into something else entirely.
Yeah, it was interesting. One of the options was to rob the Zhentarim, to like try to steal money from them to use that to pay for the spellcasting services. So that was interesting. And last but certainly not least, LB.
Hi, I'm LB Hackemup. You can find me at LB Hackemup on the Twitter and Twitches. Tomorrow I'm going to be playing another horror game, but this time I'm going to be at Lauren's place because she got her setup done and she said her bed's really comfy, so I'm going to check it out. Yeah, I do a lot of stuff. Just check my Twitter. My favorite part of the game tonight, I liked the cat fashion show. I'm all about the storytelling aspects of things. I liked that you were able to I feel like it was very open-ended as to like what you can do to figure things out, which is nice, but it wasn't as like you can do anything and then you're like, I don't know what to do. So there were like options, but it was still open-ended.
Yeah, I mean, it definitely had options. Like there clearly was options for combat, right? Like you could have fought the Zhentarim to get money. You could have fought those Zhentarim agents that you guys had encountered. There could have been a fight if you'd gone to try to find, like, there's an old, like, tower in, I think, the North Ward that has an anti-magic field. So, like, you could have tried to find it in there, but there was, like, encounters to get into the anti-magic field. And you could obviously see, like Katie had pointed out, that if you had done this as part of an ongoing campaign in Waterdeep, whether Dragon Heist or just something else, like now you have these 2 reoccurring Zhentarim characters that don't like you, right? You have these other 2 female NPCs who you now know. You have the bookshop that you can go back to, so you can build out the world a little bit. And like these can be set pieces. Like you might not touch on them for sessions at a time, but then all of a sudden, like Layla and Cassie are like, "Hey, we're getting married. You want to come to our wedding?" And like then the Zhentarim break up the wedding, and that could be like a fun future thing to do. So yeah, I just also wanted to point out, I don't know the specifics, but the same person who wrote this has a module on here called the Imp Possible Peacock, a level 1 encounter for Baldur's Gate. So if we get a chance to do this again, while waiting to enter through the Basilisk Gate, characters encounter Flame Devon Finnan and Pipsqueak the pet peacock. So that could be an interesting adventure to explore and see what happens there. It likes to cause mischief, and then it vanishes, and characters are asked to retrieve the troublemaking peacock, and along the way make a devilish new friend. Seems like that could be
not level 1 alternatively.
Yeah, I know. I know how much you hate level 1. So either way. Anyway, fun stuff. We'll see. Maybe we'll be back next time. We can't make a full game here. We can do some fun stuff like this. So anyway, my name is Ted. This is Nerd Immersion. This is my channel. You'll see us here typically every Wednesday playing Rod of 7 Parts, every Tuesday playing in my homebrew world. And then I make a ton of videos on YouTube. Lots and lots and lots and lots of videos on YouTube, covering all sorts of stuff. Sometimes my cool friends send me things to review. Like I have this cool puzzle book from Wally DM and this cool mini from Eldritch Foundry, and lots of cool things going on. So be on the lookout for more stuff on YouTube. Thank you all so much for watching. Thank all 4 of you for playing tonight. It was a blast. A good time, as I knew it would be. Yeah, and we will see you all next week.
Thanks, everyone.
Night.
Bye.